Glad to have you back. After the last video where I described the ping pong ball gun and showed it in operation, I've had a couple of requests from people who want to see what it looks like with high-speed video. So, sounds good to me. Let's do that. Now, the shots I have handy here are from a slightly older version of the gun, but it works the same way. The muzzle looks a little different, but that's the only thing that matters here. And I've got two clips. The first one I'll show you is 2,000 frames per second, and it's the gun shooting at 2 cans. It goes through the first can and then just crunches up the second one. Now, if you want to know what 2,000 frames a second looks like, typical video is 30 frames a second, and the lights that are illuminating me right now are running on 60 hertz current, so they turn off and on, what, 120 times a second, I guess. So 2,000 frames a second dramatically slows the video down. So let's see that first. Okay, next is the second video, and this is taken at 10,000 frames a second. This one's monochrome because with monochrome you only got one color, which is a grayscale, rather than red, green, and blue. So you've got about a third as much information, and when you're trying to take 10,000 frames a second, that's a lot of data to push down the wire. So monochrome helps keep the speeds up. Now, the thing to notice here is that as the ball gets close to the end of the gun, the tape bulges out like that and bursts out of the way in time for the ball to come through. One thing I also want to let you know that it was visible in both of these clips is the gun recoils. You'll actually see the muzzle move back just a little bit as the ball's traveling down the tube, because there's a little couple of milliseconds in there where there's pressure on one side of the gun and not on the other because of the one seal still in place and one not. So it actually recoils a little bit.